You pushed out on social media.
Brian, go first.
You pushed out on social media about doing away with mail-in ballots and potentially electronic voting machines. Can you expand on that and how important
Well, that's a very off-topic, just really quickly. Mail-in ballots are corrupt. You can never have a real democracy with mail-in ballots. Do you know that we're the only country in the world, I believe, I may be wrong, but just about the only country in the world that uses it?
Hold on a second. A quick freeze frame real quick. So this question comes up to the fact that Donald Trump pledged to get rid of all mail-in voting after a conversation he had with Vladimir Putin. Yet another underhanded and quite frankly baseless attempt at ensuring Republicans win the midterms. But let's dive into the specifics, shall we? During Trump's meeting with Putin on the 15th, Putin reportedly told Trump that the 2020 election was rigged because of mail-in voting, prompting Trump to take swift and immediate action to reprimand and eliminate all forms of mail-in voting ahead of the midterms. Here's a graph of the percentage of Democrats and Republicans who voted by mail-in in previous elections. As you can see, Trump's intolerance towards mail-in voting comes from in 2020 when 60% of Democrats voted by mail-in as opposed to 32% of Republicans. This surge in mail-in voting by both Democrats and Republicans in 2020 was due to COVID. So by Trump's logic, if he gets rid of mail-in voting, less Democrats will vote in the midterm elections, thus leading to a Republican majority in the House and Senate. I mean, that tracks. But if you take a look at the 2016 election, 26% of Democrats voted by mail-in, while only 21% of Republicans did. But Trump won that election. And in the 2020 election, there was very little evidence pointing towards fraudulent activity. And to address his fallacious claim that America is the only country that practices mail-in voting, well, here are a bunch of viable democracies who all practice mail-in voting. Oh yeah, this is false.
For all of the money they spend, it's approximately 10 times more expensive than paper ballots.
This is false.
We'll never have an honest election if you have mail-in.
And that is false.
They love crime. They're fighting me on the fact that I've made Washington, D.C. safe.
As a competent and politically inclined American, I believe concretely and vehemently that Donald Trump's ploy to eliminate mail-in voting and secure the midterm elections is more than indicative of a failing democracy. Trump is doing everything beyond the limits of his presidential prerogative to maintain his grasp on power and make sure he can enact the rest of his political agenda. His agenda that includes depriving Americans of core civil liberties, acting in deference to the ultra-rich at the expense of the average American. His agenda that includes stripping 16 million Americans of life-saving healthcare, 2 million of SNAP benefits, slashing climate initiatives, all for his own financial gain at the detriment of America. If we really want to win, if we genuinely want to make America great again, surprisingly, we need to follow in the footsteps of Governor Gavin Newsom, Illinois Governor Pritzker, and any other Democrat who's willing to fight.